It's the next day. We got the material. The next morning, that's going to be the sofa. On another day. Do you like it? Yet another day.
We've also done that.
It's been a few days. Hello everyone. This is the point where I'd normally say it's the next day, but actually it's a few days since we last did a bit of video work because I've been off. I've been doing some other work. I had to do some video editing for someone else. So nothing else has changed since last we saw you. But one thing here has just arrived. The sink I'd ordered, I got excited and it was just far too big. This is a far more sensible size for such a small van. Look, the new sink fits inside the old sink. That's not happening yet though, of course, because I still got to build that cabinet. I'm going to pull that out of there and I'm going to start constructing something. What do you reckon, Recess Monkey? Good? Get it done? Go on adventures? Go sailing?
Yes, all of them.
Yes, all of the above.
All of the above.
So I have the start of a unit growing here. This is going to have the water tanks in the back. I'm going to have to make a hatch in here to access them from this side. And then I'm now about to build the drawer for the fridge in here. Alright, so finally I feel like we're making a bit of progress because after having a few days off it's really frustrating. What I've done here is now, as you were watching on the time lapse, we've got a lovely drawer, and even from the outside here, from this from the side door, I can access the fridge, which is really great, I think. Then I'm going to put the sink, I think, here, and I can actually make a cutlery drawer. I also have the water tanks. I've made a frame in the back for the water tanks, so they sit in nice and snug. If you can see you see that, John? Yeah. I've also put a power point down there for the fridge. That's the fridge power point. It's obviously not hooked up yet, but that's ready, and it just snugly gets around the side of those tanks. So now I've actually realised, I was concerned about the hole I was going to cut in here for these water tanks, but I've realised I can actually cut a pretty big door. It's no problem, because all I do is pull the fridge out of the way, open the door, and I've got full access to those water tanks. It's really quite easy. So that's yeah, that's a load off. I was a bit concerned about that. I wasn't sure I was going to do it. Sorted. Right, unfortunately there's people in this house who want food and they need to eat, so I'm gonna have to go and cook, although I want to keep doing this. That might be it till tomorrow now, because I can't go chopping wood at night. I don't want to upset my neighbours, you know. Try to be a nice guy. Are you hungry, John?
Yep.
Yep. All right, let's do it. It is the next morning, and today we're going to be heading off to a shop in our neighbouring town to get the material for the sofas and the bed, and we'll pass them on to the lady to start doing that for us. Now, I was kind of thinking to go with the grey and the exterior blue of the van. I might go for like a mustardy yellow type colour, but Elle, what are you thinking?
I'm kind of thinking like a blue and a bit of yellow.
Blue. So, but we'd have to get one colour material really to do the sofas. So, what? So if we got blue for the sofas and then we just get like yellow cushions and stuff.
Yeah.
I actually saw someone on one of the Facebook groups got a really cool idea, because I was thinking about when we store our duvets in the daytime, they put them in pillowcases and use them like cushions. So we could get some yellow cushion covers or yellow pillowcases, shove our duvets in there during the day when we're not using them, and they become cushions. Sound like a plan?
Yeah, sure.
So yes, Elle is up this morning and coming with us. She'll be back on her art project later, won't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. All right, we will see you all shortly when we get back from our trip. We got the material. Very happy with it. Ella wanted blue. John and I wanted this. She was outvoted. We win. Yay. So now, pop that in the van for me, please, buddy. We're going to take this cover off this mattress, and we've bought an electric carving knife. Let's turn that off. Electric carving knife, because apparently that's the way to cut these mattresses. What's your fingers, mate? Leap. Jump. Right, so where that box is, you can sit, more or less.
So it's
So-
just like the main.
That's going to be the sofa. Obviously, it'll have a structure underneath it. Yeah,
How will we fit?
us. Well, what we're going to have is underneath here, it will slide out.
Yeah, I know that part.
Oh, so there's gonna be like more stuff in here, under here.
Yeah, we're going to build. We're going to build like stuff like this, and this will go on top of it. Yeah.
I
Can my head
don't
be-
think you. I don't understand.
Can my head be under Ella? Like here?
You can do what you want. Yeah.
Okay.
My head was going to be here, I thought, but
My head's gonna be...
you don't understand, El.
How does your bed work exactly?
Right, you go there.
I'm not that bothered because my bed's
You go there.
separate, but...
What's going to happen is under here, it's going to slide out.
What's going to slide
Bed. Like bits of wood are going to come out here like a table almost. Yeah. Then these two bits fit. John. Like that, but up at the same height as everything else. Yeah. I've just got to cut the mattress down a tiny bit more to get the toilet in, but then it's time to take these to the lady for the sewing and start working on this again. But that is going to be a really comfy sofa, isn't it, mister?
Just it with me.
Do you like it? Hi, so you join us on another day. I've completely lost count now and I don't care. Every day I seem to manage to get about 2 hours done on this, even though I've taken a few weeks off to dedicate to this. There's always something. Anyway, that's all good. I'm still enjoying the process. Managed to stay up late last night. Tried not to annoy the neighbours. I did some sticking of the, what do you call it, the vinyl stickers. So I'll show you that, but I've realised now I need to make a slight modification. I got something a little bit wrong. Oh, and I also made some shelves yesterday to cover up the batteries, so I'll show you that. So that's how the unit's looking now. As you can see, I've put this nice trim on the front. It's got the cubby hole to get to the water tanks. This is my little shelf system here. I'll just pull this out here so I can access it. So the idea being, if I ever need to get to the batteries, which are going to be down in there, I can come in through this cupboard. It's not the most convenient, but I haven't got much choice, really. So this goes in there. And the next one, this is hard with my left, the wrong hand, goes in there. And then this one goes in the front. I had to break it down into 3 pieces. At least it did last night. What have I done wrong there? Oh, there we go. So I had to break it down to 3 pieces because obviously you can imagine I can't get through the top when there's a top on there. I'll have a door that opens out here. Oh, and also this magnetic wall here. Let me show you this. So this pops off like that, and then it can come out through the front door. This one then will come out through the front door, and also the back shelf, of course. But this is on magnets, so I can go like that, and that wall pops out as well. so that I can get full access to the batteries and the fuse board above. Obviously that one comes out. Good, isn't it? Alright, so I've got this black trim on here now. This is what I bought, this stuff. It was just cheap off Amazon, you know. Got a huge long roll of it. It's not the proper campervan stuff. The proper camper stuff, obviously you do use a router and you route into there and it pushes in probably a lot stronger. But I'm just trying to keep myself a little bit restrained on how much I spend. But it's stuck on around there and I think it looks really nice actually. And yet another day. I feel I need to apologise a little bit because it's a bit wishy-washy, these videos. I want to get them to a point where it tells a story and we have a proper video with a start, a middle and an end. But at the moment, I'm just so absorbed in getting this van done that I can do half a day's work and then I'm like, I forgot to film. I forgot to get any footage of what I'm doing. John and Ella have actually gone with their cousin for a little walk into the local town, as they're old enough now. It's a bit of an adventure for them. They've got £5 in their pocket to go and get some chips or something like that. So I'm all on my own. But let me show you what I'm doing today. So it's absolutely glorious weather today and I've got a full weekend ahead of me working hard on this. And into next week, to be fair. I'm really hoping to make some progress. As you can see, I've got tools all over the place and we're wiring. The unit that I showed you previously is now in. It's not fixed in, but it will be soon. Because I have got the batteries in here and I am starting to wire. I have just done positive and negative to my new fuse board there. It's going to be a bit of an awkward place to get to if I need to change fuses, but I can do it. Apologies again, I didn't film any of the wiring. It's not very interesting putting a camera over me just fiddling with wires with my little fingers, a bit of soldering. I've had a very productive evening. I've worked all the way into the night. It's gone 11 o'clock. The kids are still up, so I've just told them it's time to get to bed. But I'll just show you, I've got the wiring pretty much done. I've got a little bit more to do tomorrow, but we're almost there. So let's have a look at this quickly before I go to bed. Here we go. Everything is working over here now. As you can see, that's telling us what we've got on the battery. So this little 12 volt socket is working. There's USBs on the back of that. That's not switched on at the moment until I switch the inverter on. This is my, well, on and off and dimmer switch for the overhead lights, which is a fantastic addition to previous years. The fridge is on. I'm just giving it a test run over the night to see how much battery it uses. It's running at a cool 4 degrees at the moment using no power. That's nice and cool in there and it's not even touched the power yet and it's been on for a few hours, so I'm hoping that fridge is going to do us proud. So this is all hooked up now. So that's the fridge light there. I've got these set up for water pumps and the cooker hob ignition and stuff. This one, it says underwater lights because it's off a boat, but here we go. If I click that, see that? Look at this. I have got my funky LEDs. That camera doesn't really do it any justice, but it looks pretty good. So I've got my solar there. This pillar is going to stand up on top of the unit there when it's ready. Whoops, when it's done. On the side I've got another battery monitor light. You can't really see that with the camera. And that turns on that's like the remote for the inverter. Sorry, I can't think, I'm very tired. So that's the inverter on now. So that means those two 40 volt sockets are working and the ones on the opposing wall. And I can turn it off from there. The inverter's now hidden under my driver's seat. I think I told you that before. Like I say, I'm tired, I need to go to bed. So I'll stop right there. It's bright and early on a Sunday morning and John's just getting out of bed. He's going to come and give me a hand because we're going to actually drop the ceiling because I want to put a bit more insulation through there, and also I made the extensions for the LED lights last night. I want those to go right across and down the other side, ready to go into the other units. So we got that done. So there's a bit more insulation behind that. I've run out of insulation, so I haven't done that back half, but it doesn't matter. I was just using it up basically. So I've got the wiring down and across for those LEDs. It's hard to see in this light, but if I go across here and flick the switch, the LEDs come on under there and the LEDs come on over there, so I'm happy. I need to start looking at this toilet cubicle thing box, you know what I mean. Go look at this hard-working young man. How are you getting on with the sand in there, dude?
Good.
Now don't use it now. I want you to put it in the cupboard now. Right, John's going to demonstrate our new cupboard. Da da da. The toilet will live very snugly in there, and then there will be a door, as per the hinges, probably on magnets or something. I haven't figured that bit out yet. And then that's going to be another cupboard. Ooh, what's that behind me? Looking good. I obviously need to get the black coverings on it, but let me show you around. Right then, these are not fixed on, but this is my lovely looking worktop. Very nice indeed. I've managed to go right over into the window there. And we have here a cupboard space. Oh, some bits left in there. Nice soft close. I need to put some magnets or something. Here is our toilet. Away it goes. Obviously I need handles. Here, that's a stiff one, is this one. I put the hinges that open further. 270s I think they are on here. We then have, that's a blank because the sink's going there. I've got, can't get that. This is the big slidey drawer for a very dirty fridge. Very nice. Water tanks will be in there behind. And then I need, oh gosh, I can't open that. I need a handle on that obviously. But this is a nice little, well, good sized drawer actually. I could probably get all my cutlery I need in there. I'd like to get onto the cooker and the sink, but I think I'm pushing my luck there. Let's just get these black coverings on and see if I can get the worktops fixed down.
1 year free car insurance on Uncharted.
Hello everybody. It's been a few days actually since the last clip, although you'd have just seen it a few seconds ago. I've had a few other things to do. We've been doing some home ed stuff. We've been on adventures with bikes, and there's been gaming clubs, playing chess and stuff. All sorts been going on. Anyway, I've just managed to get a couple of hours this afternoon, and as you can see behind me, things are looking a little bit different. So let me take you on a tour. Doesn't that look nice? So that's stick-on vinyl, and then I've gone with these rather lairish gold slash brass sort of handles, because we've taken finally the material and the cushions to the lady, so she's going to be building those ready for this, sewing those, sorry, ready for the sofa, and that's a kind of yellow color, so I think it's going to match the gold very well, the nice little accents. Anyway, look what's happening here. So that is just balanced in there at the moment. It's not connected, but that's where it's going to be. I've fixed that in now nicely, and I have just finished doing this. Watch this magic. Right, come on then, I want you to go around and have a look. See if you can figure out what I've done today, this afternoon.
Whoa.
Cool.
Wait. Does...
Oh, you've also done that?
You impressed?
Yeah. What's it?
John.
Oh, that is so cool.
So it's got a switch in it, so you have to turn it all the way off. It's the electrical, so you switch it like that, and it turns the pump on, and then the pump has to be turned off all the way, yeah?
Yeah.
Good, eh?
So cool.
That's just sat there, El. It's not. That's not connected yet, okay? That's not connected, but that's where it's going to be. Do you like it?
What do you mean not connected?
Like the gas and the electric, and nothing's
I
connected,
see.
so it won't work yet. All right, mister.
That is so cool.
So look, you see under here?
Yeah.
That's the water you've been just using, and then the wastewater's going into there.
Yeah.
So that'll be your job when we're camping, John. You have to get those. So the more you do that, the more you're going to have to clean it out.
So when you're gonna like connect the electricity to this?
I don't know because I've got to do a different job tomorrow. But the gas is we're gonna get a new bottle down there. I think it'll have to have a gas connection out there, and then the electric will be like that, and it'll go click, 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 click. Yes.
Like down there.
No, there and underneath the seat. It'll be under the seat.
Oh, I was just gonna say, won't that be in the way of the couch?
It'll go under it. I think it's a good place to hide it, don't you?
No, I hate those sounds.
Are you impressed?
Yes.
That's really cool. I like that.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it weird having a sink in the van? All right, you get to fill that next time you've wasted it all.
Yep.
You wanna have a go with it, El?
Sure.
That is so cool.
More, turn it, turn it. Good, eh?
I'm wet now.
Are you impressed?
Yes.
Okay, well I think they approve of that. Brilliant. I'm going to end the video here because I think this kitchen build has taken long enough. So please tune in next week and we'll have a look at doing the sofa and some of the cupboards and getting this project moving on towards the end, and we can actually go away in the van, which would be fantastic. So please don't forget to like, subscribe and share if you've enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Thanks guys. Bye bye.